Welcome back. So, say I'm working on creating my HTML page and I wanted to add an A tag to the page content. For example, I wanted to add a link to another page on my home page as follows. When I add the tag and reload the page, I get no text appearing for my link. What has happened here? Well, the problem is, remember, that we assigned a number of styles to the A tags in the header, and because we assigned them to the tag itself, the same styles are then applied to any A tags on the page, including the one that I just added. One of the properties, colour white, changes the text colour to white. If I change this to colour blue and then refresh the page, look what happens. I get the link now appearing blue in the body, but the links have also gone blue against the dark background of the header. So let's change that back. We need another way. Fortunately, it is possible to target tags on the page by the use of CSS selectors. Selectors are used to apply CSS and JavaScript to specific elements on a page by the use of either an ID or a class. Let's add an ID to the A tag that we just added, like this. Let's call it PageLink1. Now, back in our styles.css file, to reference the tag by its ID, we prefix the ID name with hash and the ID like this. If we add a style of colour blue to the target ID and then we refresh the browser, we can see the colour blue has been only added to the tag with the specified ID. So just a few things to consider when using IDs. The name can be almost anything you like, but an ID must be unique. In other words, an ID for one element cannot be given to another. So this is useful for when you only have one tag that will need the distinct styling. An ID must start with a letter or an underscore, followed by any combination of letters, digits, hyphens, underscores, periods and colons. Be careful because IDs are case sensitive. Do make sure that there are no spaces in the ID. Also, because IDs are specific to a single tag, any conflicts with existing styles will be overridden with those targeting the ID. For example, colour white was overridden by colour blue, as we've just seen. So what if we wanted all of the links in our header to share the same styles? Remember, IDs have to be unique, so it would be bad practice to add the same ID to all of the links. Instead, we would use a class, and all elements sharing the class name would then be bound to all styles within the class. Classes have the same set of rules to IDs in terms of naming conventions, as in, a class must start with a letter or an underscore, followed by a combination of letters, digits, hyphens, underscores, periods and colons. Again, class names are case sensitive. However, there is one big difference between IDs and classes, in that classes are not unique to one tag. So I can add the same class name to each instance of an A tag or any tag that I like, and the same styles will be applied. Let's add the class name header link to each tag in our header. To reference a class in the CSS file, style CSS, we would prefix the name with a dot and then the name of the class. So let's replace the styles that are currently targeting the A tag and have them all target instances of the class that we've just added instead. As you can see, this is a great way of reusing styles across the website, which is great for consistency. If we save and refresh the browser, we can see that the links are still coloured white as they were before, but all of the styles are being drawn from the class of header link rather than as targeted the A tag specifically as we were before. Selectors are an important concept to understand in order to manipulate the HTML page using JavaScript that we will be delving into in a future video. Hope this makes sense. Bye for now.